Okay, so today yourself. So all things that you need is red and then green
Trial
and
version.
white. So just to make sure, and black is also needed. So you can actually take a little bit black just to get gray.
Trial version.
Thing. So and then I'm going to use this little bit iron oxide, which is like burnt sienna. You can use just to make it a little bit dark. So that
Trial version.
I'm going to use this black here. So first thing is what I've done is instead of canvas board or canvas panel,
Trial version.
I've taken canvas cloth and I'm going to draw it on.
Trial version.
I've stuck it on the board. So I'll draw this here and then what we'll do is we'll continue from there. My purpose, so what
Trial
I'm
version.
going to do is I will use charcoal pencil, white charcoal pencil. So we'll just use
Trial
it very
version.
lightly and then we'll see how it goes. So you might have already seen the pic which I've already set it up.
Trial version.
So based on that, we'll try to paint it. So it should be an easy, just
Trial
3 colors,
version.
4 colors, and then should be done. So main thing is try to concentrate on brush strokes. And for the brush,
Trial version.
I'm using number 6 brush, round brush, and liner brush. Maybe I might not need liner brush.
Trial
If you're
version.
comfortable using the tip of this brush, that should be more than enough. Flat brush is not needed for this. Maybe we might, but that's okay.
Trial
if we
version.
need, we'll use flat brush, but I don't think we need. Okay, so if we need flat brush, let me just take out
Trial version.
brushes here. I'll show you one of just a normal flat brush, So
Trial
you can
version.
use this flat brush, small one. Okay, let's concentrate on drawing that
Trial
glass
version.
first. So I'm going to draw it lightly. I hope you can see. If not, just follow me along. That's just the black. So what I've done is I didn't have
Trial
black
version.
canvas. Usually I don't buy black canvas panels. I buy rolls of canvas cloth and then I
Trial
paint
version.
using black gesso. So you can use black gesso or otherwise you can just use acrylic black. That's fine too.
Trial version.
So here goes. So what we'll do is we'll try to get that the top of mouth of
Trial version.
the glass. Make sure it's an oval shape. One single stroke, you should be able to do it. But if you look
Trial
at it
version.
from perspective point of view, I'm not looking, my eyes are not above, so it is below. So this particular line, if this glass was not
Trial
transparent,
version.
I would have not seen that. So this is the only thing which I would have been able to see. So based on that, because this is glass and I
Trial
need to
version.
make sure that where the light passes and where it shines. So that's the main thing. So we'll concentrate on that.
Trial version.
First, glass, then here.
Trial version.
Go there.
Trial version.
Make sure it is more of symmetrical. Yeah.
Trial version.
Right. Okay. Symmetrical should be enough. So I'll go with that.
Trial version.
So from here, what I'm going
Trial
to do
version.
is, although that the one which the reference photo what I have has reflection, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just
Trial version.
put some table light here. Actually what is happening is they have, I think in that photograph there is a
Trial version.
which has a reflection and then everything is dark. So I'll just try to see how we can actually change a little bit of that, and then try to see,
Trial version.
making sure that it's actually going to look like it's sitting on a table, and the table also gets light.
Trial
As you can
version.
see, if you know photography, you can actually recognize how many lights they have used.
Trial version.
I think 1 and 2 both sides they have light. So that's the reason that has highlights on both sides. So what we'll
Trial
do
version.
is from here, I will take that side and here. Yeah. Bottle pouring.
Trial version.
Let me change the direction of that. And then goes there. Make sure, maybe you might
Trial
need a liner
version.
brush, I think, just to put those lines for the bottle. So then
Trial version.
this is a wine bottle, so usually the neck here is actually going to be just straight. So I'm actually going to draw it straight.
Trial
Make
version.
it a little bit bigger, but that's okay. There. I think that should be okay. Should be able to, anything we can fix like oil paintings.
Trial version.
That's the idea behind this. And then that's inside, right?
Trial version.
Okay, that's fine. So let's start painting straight.
Trial version.
Okay.
Trial version.
Okay. How am I doing?
Good. Okay, so let's see. I'll just take
Trial version.
first. Let's just take for the bottle. So what I'll do is I'll just put some
Trial
green
version.
paint
Yes.
and some white paint. Make sure you have some cloth
Trial version.
so you can actually dry your brush. And white is the most color used in this. In
Trial
most of the
version.
paintings actually. So I'm going to take that white here.
Trial version.
Just next to that.
Trial version.
So now for that, if I put this green
Trial
stripe
version.
onto that, as you can see, I won't be able to see that. It's just green. It's not opaque green. Actually, that color is not
Trial
opaque.
version.
It's hooker's green. It's not opaque at all. So what I'm going to do is first let me just apply this just
Trial
because it's in
version.
dark. So you need to remember that it does not show any highlight on that. You can actually leave that as
Trial version.
black itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just keep that little bit darker green, just like that.
Trial version.
Like I said, light is from both sides, so it has highlights on both sides. And what
Trial
we'll
version.
do is we will try to get this just,
Trial version.
and you should remember that acrylic dries darker. So once I do this, once this green dries,
Trial
it'll be
version.
darker. You won't be able to differentiate that much from far. I'm just trying to paint this in such a way that
Trial version.
looks dark as dark itself. So I'll leave it like that, just dark enough,
Trial
dark
version.
green. So for that, what I'm going to do is, if you see, just to put the lines, if you look at the reference photo, what we have
Trial
is
version.
lines. For that, I need to add white. So my, what
Trial
was that?
version.
Green was transparent and
Trial version.
turn your brush, so you can actually take this and then straight the top one in the reference photo. As you can see, the top
Trial
one
version.
is wherever the highlight is very shining, so I'm not going to worry about it. So first let's try to put
Trial
those
version.
lines, thin lines, then it's just the bottom line, so there something goes that
Trial version.
that is the shining from the bottle which is going through. Yes, and
Trial
then
version.
one more.
Trial version.
Okay, one more. What we'll do is we'll put line here. This is the
Trial
black.
version.
So what I'll do is just to show that just a line there. So although it is not there, just show that it is just shining out there. And then
Trial
this
version.
doesn't have to be, all of them doesn't have to be going all the way from front to back. This is green
Trial
mixed
version.
with white, so should be enough, good enough.
Trial version.
Dry brush, a little bit of that, just so that it is just there.
Trial version.
That's good enough.
How is it?
Put green.
Yeah, I still need to do that, but how is
Trial version.
See that? Okay, so now what
Trial
we
version.
do is, my daughter is also actually, she is painting the same thing, but
only in
with
soft pastel.
soft pastel, yes, soft pastel. So I'll show you
Trial
once
version.
she's done. If we had chosen, because most of you will have acrylic,
Trial
you
version.
choose pastel. I don't think all of you actually have acrylic. So here what we'll do is the same green, as you can see, it's the same green, added more white to that.
Trial version.
So now we'll try to put some highlights. You can put straight white.
Trial
I would
version.
prefer not to, because it can be bright white. So it's not that it cannot. So
Trial
this side will
version.
be a little bit thin, and then that side, depending on the angle where you're viewing that from, that's there,
Trial version.
and then we put it higher. There a little bit highlight here. Okay.
Trial version.
Now let's go back and put the main top highlight where it is actually shining.
Trial version.
So make sure, this is where I was talking about, if you really think that you can use
Trial
the
version.
same brush like I can use, but if you can use, try to make sure.
Trial version.
That you can actually use the tip of the brush. If not, just straight away use. So light is
Trial
from
version.
here, bottom, this side, and this side, when I say it is from that angle and it's from this angle, so that's why everywhere you can see that.
Trial
Just
version.
lit. So I think we should not worry too much
Trial
about it.
version.
We'll just leave it like that. We'll not. Yeah, that's enough.
Trial version.
That should be more than enough. So now we'll first deal with the glass.
Trial
Before
version.
that, you can see that the glass actually has 2-3 colors. It's not only the white, it has gray. So what I'll do is I'll try
Trial
to mix a
version.
little bit of a very light gray, very light gray.
I will not use
If you want, put gray here.
Trial version.
More black and less white.
Trial
Just to
version.
get, as you can see, I have just taken a little bit of black. Black is a little bit stronger, so I'm going to use flat brush
Trial version.
just so that I get a little bit of here.
Trial version.
You can see where and how it's actually going to be. You can see that this
Trial
is
version.
darker than that compared to that. So you can, let me just see how this works out.
Trial
I think
version.
that's good enough. We will see if we need. So inner, that is inside. That's on that. This top one is the one which you are able to see. So
Trial
what I am
version.
going to do is very dry brush. Take this and put that in that direction
Trial version.
and press it. Just rub it. So all you need is just a
Trial
touch,
version.
and then you do the same thing on this side too. When you do this, just rub it by hand. Should be enough. And do the same thing
Trial version.
for the top one, little bit on the top one, so at least to show that depth. Rub it with your
Trial version.
finger. So all I'm doing is
Trial version.
very good. So now what we'll do is there any gray? I can see some gray here
Trial
which
version.
is curved, and I can see some more gray here which is curved this side. Make sure you
Trial
get
version.
that contour right here. Nothing is, you're not going to lose anything. Just make sure you get that
Trial version.
contour on the right proper. And here light, and then what I'll do is I will also put
Trial
some
version.
line here of just the light. Not going to use too much.
Trial version.
And leave it entire as black. So all we need to work on is just some highlights.
Trial version.
I hope you guys can actually see this.
Trial version. Trial version.
Yeah, leave it like that.
Trial
So
version.
that line is there. We'll manage that line with some thin line. So now let's just stop. If you want gray again, we'll come
Trial
back.
version.
We'll just work with white. Highlight straight white. I'm not mixing with anything. It's just straight white. One drop of water.
Trial
because
version.
it's from the tube, so I can actually 1 or 2 drops. So I can actually
Trial version.
draw this thin line. If you want, we'll do it later. So, and maybe white. Okay, white I should have gone later, but
Trial
that's okay.
version.
We'll put red and then we'll come back with white again. So if anything is missing highlight, we can come back. One time, most of the time you might not be able to do it.
Trial
So
version.
here, there is that. There.
Trial version.
Is that. It goes till here. And then make sure you go slowly, right? So all you have to do
Trial
is
version.
you just go slow. I'm actually going to put this bright so that I can see the light entirely, that very clear.
Trial version.
So here light shining inside, and then here it shines, and then as you come down, what you can do is here we can come down.
Trial
later.
version.
I'll just rub it just like that.
Trial version.
Just very thin. Make sure fingers here. Push me. One more time.
Trial version.
Okay.
Wash hands.
Wash hands. Okay, let's let's try. This is
Trial
the
version.
inside, that side one, another line which is actually shining. So that is the second one.
Trial version.
This is again the contour you need to show. So don't worry about it. Main thing is try to
Trial version.
show that contour. So let me come back this side again. So this
Trial
side
version.
we are actually going with that highlight. Okay, I'll go with one
Trial
stroke.
version.
I'll see how it goes.
Trial version.
And then just like that. Either you can smudge with this has
Trial
to be very
version.
straight because the reflection in this type of glasses or depends again the type of light used. So this one, just to separate that, there
Trial
is
version.
one inside, you can see that whole shape. That's where it was. So I'm actually going to go with that one as well. One more,
Trial version.
making sure that when you come down, you can actually, yes.
Trial version. Trial version.
Okay, now wherever it is, we'll go down and we'll come back again.
Trial version.
Here it needs to be red. And then I need to put highlight. So light is hitting here too. So I'm going to put a page
Trial version.
on this. Make sure your strokes are just good enough straight.
Trial version.
So there and there it goes very light. So like I said, if you want, you can actually use
Trial version.
thin brush. So I'm going to use that here again.
Trial version.
This also on the other side.
Trial version.
Light. So
Trial version.
that depends on the type of glass, how it's actually made. So cannot
Trial
say
version.
sometimes crystal glass reflection how it actually does. It depends. Try to make sure that
Trial version.
you observe it very properly.
Trial version.
So I'll just leave it here. I'm not going to play too much with that here.
Trial version.
Okay, one more thin line here. Just
Trial
separate
version.
that.
Trial version.
You can just use one single stroke and then finish that just like that. So
Trial version.
I'll just leave it there. More shine on this. So now what we'll do is
Trial version.
we'll work on red. This red, again, like I said, this is not, how do you find out it's
Trial version.
transparent or not? So this is black. So if I'm actually able to cover this, that is, as you can see,
Trial
that is
version.
not what I expect from that. It's maybe semi-transparent. First, I'm going
Trial
to put
version.
darker. That's the reason you can actually use anything which is darker, but I'm actually going to use red iron oxide, which is more of red.
Trial
This
version.
one is, as you can see, this is the. So
Trial
I will
version.
try to mix these two and add touch of black to this. So that way, I I could actually add
Trial
Prussian
version.
blue if I wanted. So what I'll do is, that's what I'm going to do. As you can see, I'm adding this, but this is going to
Trial version.
turn this paint into more of opaque. As you can see, that actually goes. But what I'll do is, I'll just add a little bit darker.
Trial
I
version.
need a little bit darker. So first add this here. Don't want to add that there. And see how much black do I need.
Trial version.
Always when you add this type of things, make sure that you are adding touch by touch. You don't want to just darken
Trial
it.
version.
I think I'll leave that red, little bit red, and let's try
Trial
to
version.
find it out. Is that dark enough? I think that dark is enough. Then we'll come back with maybe we need
Trial
more
version.
darker itself, because we need bright red, and then
Trial version.
bright red can only come with either direct if it is transparent, if it is opaque, but I think we'll manage with that. So here we need
Trial
to put in
version.
highlights. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to, that is the pouring direction. So we have to come up with
Trial
lines
version.
here. So here this goes, and then it pours here. So I will just, and then it goes
Trial
there. I
version.
will paint it actually. I'll paint this in entire thing. That side is dark, so I won't be able to see. That side is dark. It comes
Trial
out,
version.
and then pour.
Trial version.
So inside this, actually, we have some highlights we need to put here too. I'll put this little bit up here, so we know.
Trial
And
version.
here some highlights. We need to put red, and also we need to put
Trial version.
here. This is where I was saying we need to come back and put some highlights here.
Trial version.
This is where, just cover this. Okay, so now what I would suggest is, take this red
Trial
and
version.
go with that one too. Mix while it is wet. Mix this as much as possible, and we will see how it goes.
Trial version.
Mix that. So what we'll do is just only on top, down is not much. Put that red there.
Trial version.
Also put some red here too. Just stipple it, so you don't have to. Just don't
Trial version.
try not to go for too much of what can I say?
Trial
Realistic.
version.
You need to make sure that it's all just good enough. So when it comes
Trial
here,
version.
it goes there, and leave it. So now what you can do is, while you rotate, there is something which actually gets reflected.
Trial
here
version.
too. So what I'll do is, I will put some reflection here, and I'll also take some red and put that here.
Trial
Because
version.
the glass, if you look at it, mainly observe things, because it's very important. That is just a little bit of reflection there.
Trial version.
You can actually make it a little bit darker, that's fine. And do the same thing a little bit somewhere here. It gets, so I'm actually
Trial version.
just to show that reflection is there, right?
Trial
Just
version.
a little touch. We'll come back and try to put
Trial version.
anyways. that side. Okay, we will leave it like that. Then next,
Trial version.
what I wanted to do here is we already have this still wet, so we can actually make that little
Trial version.
red there. Red and white,
Trial version.
just to show that it's just red and white there,
Trial version.
and a little bit red and white there, red and white there too. A little
Trial
bit
version.
here and here. You just see where you want to put that. It doesn't have to be exactly same, so you need to make sure.
Trial version.
Here it goes there. Just try to put a little bit red and white, mix red and white,
Trial version.
because either like I said, or otherwise you just have to have some kind of there.
Trial version.
Can actually go a little bit right there. Okay.
Trial version.
Okay, so roll this around. These are all bubbles here, so you can actually put in any way. So here light on this side little
Trial
bit
version.
touches, and even on this side little bit touches. So you want to make sure that that's all there. We have not yet put highlights. Just remember that wherever it touches
Trial
near the
version.
edge, it's still not the highlight. So we'll come back with highlights just in a minute. So light is from here, right? So we have to make
Trial
sure.
version.
So and then put some of these dots here like bubbles, right? Right here.
Trial
Some of
version.
them are dark here. Don't go till down because it's already like dark there. So
Trial version.
like there we need to put some highlights too.
Trial version.
Hmm. I think we'll just leave it there.
Trial version.
What I felt is I need to put some dark at the bottom here. I'll just
Trial
put
version.
this and rub it across.
Trial version.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trial version.
So here somewhere a little bit dark is also there. So
Trial version. Trial version.
right, okay, that should be good enough.
Trial version.
I don't want to make any changes. Now let's try. We use the same white and
Trial version.
some highlights. Just add one drop of water. It's drying.
Trial version.
Okay, so now we'll come back with a little bit of highlights on this. Very thin. It's just the edge of that. So you make sure
Trial version.
that you guys are actually doing it right. So don't go wrong with that. You can actually fix it. It's not that it's not fixed.
Trial version. Trial version.
A little bit here and there. This light is from the back or from the bottom. So that is that light.
Trial version.
Just go straight with that.
Trial version.
Wherever light touches more, so you have more highlights there.
Trial version. Trial version.
Here. Then
Trial version.
let me add. If you cannot draw line with the tip, so maybe paint is
Trial
dry or
version.
something like that. So you need to make sure you add some water to that, 1 or 2 drops to your paint, and then start.
Trial version.
Okay, here is the light which comes there. Okay, so we
Trial
need to put
version.
some highlights on these bubbles inside, right? We need to put some highlights on these bubbles
Trial version.
there.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
I can actually make it a little bit darker. I don't know how it is going to
Trial version.
that.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Just I'm just going back and forth just to get that
Trial version.
touch exactly how it is supposed to be. You need to make sure that it's dark
Trial
enough
version.
and good enough to show that that's dark.
Trial version.
Correct. That's it about it.
Trial version.
So what we'll do is
Trial version.
one more thing is to draw very thin line. This is what many of them refer to as lost and found. So I'm actually going to
Trial version.
do just one here, one there.
Trial version.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. So it actually shows that there is glass. Or
Trial
you
version.
can actually show that there is. This is the top edge, so I can't. This is our top edge, right? So now one more thing was left here.
Trial
Like I
version.
said, I need to make sure that this is faded here. Blend this inside.
Trial
Put that
version.
and blend it. Put that and blend it. That is behind. So this is the front one I need. Put enough paint.
Trial version.
And blend it just like that. That actually gives that shine to that. Yes, that's correct. Good enough. Again,
Trial version.
here I needed to put some highlights on this. There, reflection of
Trial
that.
version.
And here, there, there you go. I think
Trial
that
version.
should be enough. Let's just see.
Trial version.
Okay. So what we'll do is
Trial version.
we'll take this itself and add this white to this, and then try that
Trial
as
version.
table. Just enough. All I'm doing is whatever was left. I've
Trial
just
version.
taken this. Let me just
Trial
take
version.
some yellow.
Trial version. Trial version.
So I'm
Trial
actually going to
version.
take some, that is too yellow, like this brown. I'm going to take gold ochre. Yellow ochre is also fine, just so that
Trial
I can
version.
actually define that edge here. Right? So wherever it is sitting on that. So I blend it
Trial
on,
version.
on this. So that's where it is, table. You need to make sure, we'll come back. Where to blend,
Trial
I will let you
version.
know.
Trial version.
We'll mix 2-3 colors, whatever we had. This is just main thing. Another thing you need to remember
Trial version.
here is it should not be so bright that your main painting actually looks dull. We will
Trial version.
try to mix these things, whatever we have.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Don't worry about it. Main thing is confident strokes. Just make sure
Trial version.
put these strokes, and then we'll see how actually we need to. I don't want this hard edge on this, so
Trial
that's the
version.
reason. Whatever we had, I'm just going to make sure that get that texture right. Right, so that should be enough. You can see it's much better
Trial version.
sitting on some platform. You can actually enhance this by adding something else to this, grapes, wine barrel, anything.
Trial
So
version.
what I'm going to do is in this corner I'll still make it a little bit darker. Remember that this is acrylic, so when it dries it's going to dry darker. So now is
Trial
this
version.
edge. I don't need that edge, so we need to blend that edge just on this canvas. So if light is from here and there, so what
Trial
you
version.
can do is you can try to put some shadows just with black. We'll just play with
Trial
black.
version.
Now we have that color. Apply this. Don't just try not to put this straight. So here what I want you to do is apply this
Trial
black
version.
first. Wet that edge. Wet that edge. Make sure that color is not going up. Wet that edge. And
Trial
take
version.
that color, whatever we had, and blend both of them together. Rub it, dry brush, no problem. Blend it. Blend
Trial
it in such a
version.
way that that edge is not seen. Main intention is that should be a lost edge. So which
Trial
I
version.
can't see. It's far away edge, or otherwise this table is far away from the back wall, something like that. But
Trial
idea
version.
behind this is to get that edge just nice. So if you want to put any shadow, this is where you can
Trial
dry
version.
brush again, because it has light from this side and that, you can actually add a little bit of shadow.
Trial version.
You have to see that shadow is not going to be only one side, but I would still prefer to be on one side just to show that
Trial
it's a
version.
light shadow. All I'm doing is just a little bit of black, but more of dry brush. Make sure you actually go inside that.
Trial
bit of,
version.
Just enough, yes. That's more enough. Just
Trial
show
version.
that you are actually showing that light is from that side or somewhere.
Trial version.
As you
Trial
can
version.
see, that should be more than enough just to get that going. Yeah, I can put a little bit here.
Trial version.
So last edge, something sitting on that. Good enough.
Trial version.
So the last thing you need to do is to put your name.
Trial version.
I'm going to put my name. So that should be more than enough. I'm not going to
Trial version.
play with that too much. I know some of the difficult ones
Trial
actually,
version.
even for me to record, it takes 2, 3, 5 hours, then edit another some more hours. So as you see, we didn't
Trial
use
version.
the liner brush. So that's about it. So what I'll do is I'll just remove this. You should be able to see
Trial
a
version.
good border, and then it's not going to look like.
Trial version.
If you have been painting along with me, that's fine. If not, try to paint and
Trial
let me know
version.
how it goes. Everything is a learning, so nothing. At least anyone who is out there who wanted to try this
Trial
out,
version.
try this out. So that's where we are with that. So without the shine,
Trial
that's how it
version.
looks like. There are lights here, so which I have put, so
Trial
that you
version.
need to keep in mind. If it is without the lights, so that's how much you'll get.
Trial version.
I've switched up one side light, so should be good enough on this. Yeah, that's
Trial
correct
version.
direction for that. So I hope anyone who wants to give it a try, give that a try,
Trial
and then
version.
just let me know how it goes. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Trial version.